everybody.
Hoo!
Welcome to the StabCast. I'm Dizzle.
And I'm Mizzle.
Hooty hoo. It's Spooky Sunday in our favorite month of the year. This is Spooktober, October, Stabtober, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, we should do that. We should do Stabtober.
Well, we can't start stabbing guys, Mindy. That's illegal.
Yeah.
but we could watch some movies.
Family business, guys. Family business. That's how it happens when you go into business with your family member. Sometimes you just want to hit them.
But, we're here on another Spooky Sunday. It's October. All we're doing around this time is watching horror movies, man.
Yep. And I do have a release update for you all. Danielle just told me, Netflix people, I know what you did last summer, the remake.
Yeah.
Well, reboot, whatever the hell you want to call it, the thing that just came out, is going to be on Netflix this week. That's all I'm going to say right now. But it's going to be on Netflix next week. And also, in other news, the Black Phone 2 is releasing this weekend.
Yeah.
So go check that out if you're a Black Phone fan. I'm not. So I probably won't be spending my money at the movie theaters to go see it. I mean, I will watch it for you guys.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to spend money or spend his money to watch it. It's just a waste of time for me.
I don't blame you.
Not my cup of tea.
Not her cup of tea.
He loved it, but not my cup of tea.
I didn't love it. I just thought it was I thought it was a good movie, The Black Phone.
Yeah.
I had a lot of the same critiques you had, but
apparently the one critique that we both did have about him not being shown that much,
yeah,
but it being making a big deal of him starring in it, they did recon that basically
reconcile
in the second.
Yeah, he's in it a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm down for it. But today's movie that we're here to see is something that came out this year that is kind of an epic and took over the world a little bit, and was something that people were talking about for a long time. From longtime collaborators, Ryan Coogler, who's the director, and Michael B. Jordan, who's the lead star, we have Sinners. And this movie did very well. It's a vampire epic. It was a $100 million budget, and it made $367 back. So in today's era, making almost $400 million, no matter what your budget is, pretty good, especially for a horror movie. So
I mean, because basically they made what, like 300 off of it, 300 mil.
Yeah, I mean, they say that it's really double because that's not marketing, that's just production.
Okay.
So they say like you gotta like. Actually, it would technically the budget would be $200 million. So technically, they made like 260 or like 167.
Okay,
but that's still
but
not
still
terrible.
Made profit.
Yeah, if you made $100 million on a movie, I think that's good.
Yeah, that's still you making some sort of profit off that movie.
That's a lot of. I mean, $100 million. You and me will never fucking.
We're
Jesus
never going
Christ.
to be in that realm.
I would love it. I'm not even going to sniff that nutsack. But. We'll see.
Daniel's like, I'm not even speaking it out into the universe.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. I don't even know if I could sell an organ on the black market.
People heard about your nutsack.
Well, my bad. But
no, it's good.
People
logged up.
It's a good nutsack. Now, this movie's got a lot of.
Not in front of your sister.
This movie's got a lot of good talent in it.
Oh, hello! Happy birthday, Arden.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Arden. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Michael B. Jordan plays Elijah Moore and Elias Moore. And Elijah is Smoke.
And Elias is Stack.
And then we got Stack. You put them together, it's Smokestack.
The Smokestack twins.
And then you got Haley Steinfeld in there, who's one of my favorites. Mrs. Allen, and we're Buffalo people, and that's our quarterback, the leader of the millennium. The guy who's going to take us to 52 Super Bowls, hopefully, and a handsome son of a bitch. And then he's with, and he's got a hot girl, and Haley Steinfeld. She's great. She's a good talent. She's a great actress. She's a good singer. She can do it all, and she's good in this film. And you got a bunch of other talent in there as well.
Actually, yeah, this movie was packed full with talent and talent that I didn't even really know existed. Like, I'd never met the person that plays the preacher boy or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, that was really interesting to me to see that kind of character. I've also, haven't seen the guy that plays preacher boy in the future. I've never seen him ever. And apparently he's like a famous musician.
Yes.
Named Guy something, or something guy.
Buddy guy.
I think that's what they called him. And apparently this man just decided to do a live concert in the middle of filming. Like they were like, we were filming him, and then all of a sudden he just decided to go ahead and do like a live concert for everybody. So I guess that was kind of cool for them.
Yeah, there's a that is pretty cool. And by the way, just to sidebar a little bit, because this made me, especially when you said something about like I never saw him. It made me think of that convention we went to recently and meeting scary movie legend Lachlan Monroe. And he told me, and I just want to give you a shout out, brother, and say,
love you, Lachlan.
He told me the damn truth, because he told me he was going to be in Peacemaker season 2. Well, he said he may or may not show up, and then he pointed at me and said, "Don't tell anybody." And it was a badass moment.
And he winked at him. He
winked at me. I felt like a kid in the tunnel at the Super Bowl, like with Joe Namath or whatever the fuck.
Especially because at that point we thought
Joe Green, yeah.
Especially because at that point we thought that we bugged him too much.
Yeah.
So we felt bad, and we were trying to get away from him, and he was like, "No, wait."
Well, and he told me 2 things. He told me that, and he told me he was returning for Scary Movie 6.
Mm-hmm.
Then Marlon Wayans goes on the Breakfast Club, and he announces that the original cast is coming back for Scary Movie 6. Mm-hmm. So he told me the truth on that, and then I'm watching Peacemaker, and then there's this other dimension, and the cops are at the door, and he opens the door, and it's this motherfucker. And I was like, oh, my God. I popped so hard. It was like 9:30. I texted you.
No, you called me
I called
at like 9:45 at night, and you were like, "Guess what? Guess what? Guess what?" I'm like, "Oh my God, what? Did you watch Peacemaker?" And you're like, "I did, and he is in it."
Yeah, he wasn't fucking with me, and it was like late episode, like it was late season. Bit too, so like I forgot about it by this point in the season. I forgot.
Oh,
he
so
told me
probably a cute little treat then.
Oh yeah, because I had forgot because this was weeks ago when we met him, and it's been weeks of Peacemaker, and there's been no him. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, he might show up, but I had it out of my brain at that point. And then they opened the door, and it was him, and I was like, yeah, I was like, he wasn't bullshitting me. Let's go.
Well, and that's the thing though too. Like some people really will tell you, oh well, I'm in this, and then you watch the whole thing and you see maybe them in it for like 2 seconds, like fucking Chris Jericho was terrifying.
Well, and that's the great thing about those conventions is like that dude gave me a moment for no reason, just to be cool. Yeah, because he realized, hey, this shit costs money. Like that these guys are going on their way. They're obviously huge fans. Like I'm gonna give him a little something, and he gave me a little something about both things that I was into. And he was right on both of them, and he was telling the truth on both of them. But even if he was just telling me shit to give me the moment, I wouldn't have cared anyway. But it was cool that he was actually that shit came to true. And then when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I got the insight. And then I got to talk shit to my friends that are into Peacemaker because I was like, hey, I had insight info. That wasn't announced, dude. You can't look that up online, motherfucker. That's fucking human contact.
But that's also like Felissa Rose telling both of us to like go watch this movie, Victor Crowley, which you didn't get to watch it, but I did.
Yeah.
And oh my God, she plays a publicist from Chicago.
Yeah.
And she's like, would you like some pills, dear? And like she has like this huge like Rubbermaid container that you see a bunch of people putting those Snackle boxes together. She got a pill box. She got Vicodin, she got codeine, she got everything. And she's like, come on, honey, just pick one. Like, oh my God. And then like she runs in like the middle of nowhere and they tell her not to go and she still does. She just runs. Oh, no. Bye, TikTok. She just runs. Like
she just ran.
It's just so funny. And she's like, I'm out of here. And like she falls in her stilettos. It's the funniest thing. It really is. You have to see it. It's on Tubi for free. It's really funny.
But that's what's cool about going to these things and meeting some of these people. And it's just cool seeing that shit pay off.
Like my bathroom scene with the screen girl.
Yeah, that was
still
awesome.
Wish I could have filmed that, but she said no.
Yeah, but you still got to have it.
But I still got to have it happen. And then I just watched Scream the other day and I was like, oh, it's my scene. I did that with her.
Exactly. So it's nice. But getting back to Sinners, I don't know if we'll ever meet Michael B. Jordan, but I would
never,
love to.
probably.
And I would shake his hand, and I would say, "Damn it, you did good in that vampire movie." Because he does good as both twins. Both twins, he plays perfectly.
He played them so convincing, y'all. I had no idea he was playing both people.
And he had like different personalities. Smoke and Stack were different people.
Though.
Yeah, and he was so good at it.
It was so good and so like different that I really thought there was another actor. doing it. I had no idea that he was doing both lines and whatnot. Because I am going to tell you guys a little secret here. There was a body double that they used for him. And certain scenes, like the scene when they're standing next to each other, kind of like how me and Daniel are, and they're passing a cigarette back and forth. But like Daniel said, that makes sense. I mean, they physically need a body for that.
Yeah.
So, or they're going to have to bring in special effects, which I thought this was really, really cool. This is a really cool tidbit, you guys. They actually filmed with two different cameras. And normally you don't see that. They did IMAX filming. And then they did.
You said panoramic?
Panoramic. That's what it was. Panoramic, which is more of like a standard.
So they did a little bit of both,
yes,
a little mix.
Yes, they did 50-50 because he basically wanted it to be rough. While also running smooth.
And I will say the cinematography on this fucking thing, it's a beautiful movie. Yeah. And even there's a lot of dark stuff in here, Mindy, and I can see the whole fucking thing. It's actually lit pretty damn well.
Thank you.
So I will give that.
Thank you.
And like the whole time, like there was never a part where like I could not see the action or what was going on. The movie was lit perfectly. It was shot perfectly. Everything looked beautiful. The transformation into vampires, the way their eyes would look, it was cool. It was a cool looking film.
Yeah.
And this
cinematography was amazing. So I wasn't that surprised when I found out that they really used a lot of time on it and that they used two different methods to film.
And and Coogler and Jordan are this like mastermind combination of like the fact that Fruitville Station put them on the map.
And the person, though, that did these special effects. He did an amazing job. And he's an amazing guy. I know.
But I'm just saying, and this is like the part where, me and Mindy are whiter than sliced fucking bread. So it's kind of.
And for Irish. Oh, no.
I know. But for black filmmaking, like what these two have done has been pretty badass. Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. They did Fruitville Station, which is like one of the most like best dramas of all time with the dude on the train.
That's a drama. Okay, so that makes no sense why I haven't fucking.
Then they go into Creed, which the son of Apollo Creed and Michael B. That becomes a huge franchise. Yeah, but it's still a huge movie. And then Black fucking Panther, which took over the world, $1 billion, first black guy in a superhero movie, and he killed it. Mm-hmm. And it was the greatest thing. And Michael B. Jordan was the villain in that movie. He was the name's fucking eluding me now, but he was the villain, and he was badass in that movie, and he was so good. And then in Sinners. So these guys have teamed up like 4 separate times. All movies that are fucking bangers.
Okay.
And a lot of other Michael B. Jordan stuff. It can get spotty. He's had like, if you watch that shitty Fantastic Four movie, not the one that just came out, but the other one. And there's
the one from 2015.
Yeah, with Miles Teller and shit.
Oh shit, he was in that.
Yeah, it was the Human Torch, and he was trying to. And that movie, it's an interesting movie.
I'm just gonna die over here, guys. You guys can just have Daniel.
Michael B. Jordan, he's known to be sassy to interviewers. So when he knows you don't know his shit, he's gonna be like, "You motherfucker."
Is he gonna be like Jamie Lee Curtis with the one guy that asked her if she got afraid of hockey masks, and she's just like, "No," and threw her microphone out of her back pocket and like ran off the stage and was like, "I'm not doing it. Sorry."
He might. He's known for that. Interview clip with that one girl. They went to high school together. She was on a podcast and she said he was like a corny kid or something. So she's like, we go back, and he's like giving her a look. He's like, I'm that corny kid, right? I'm that fucking corny kid, huh? And it's like, so he's one of those guys. So he might hit you with, you don't know my shit, do you, man?
I really don't, though. And I'd be completely honest with him. I'd be like, no, I have no idea.
Which is great. I've seen pretty much his whole filmography because he's one of the biggest stars of this generation.
I mean, technically, I lie. I did watch Black Panther, but I didn't. Yeah.
But it's
he's so good at different characters. That's what it is.
And also, Creed's not like, you're not a boxing movie. It's not like you're a Rocky fan or nothing. Like, what do you expect from me? You're a horror.
The most I know about Rocky is that I walked up the stairs with him.
But Michael B. Jordan is like one of the biggest, probably one of the last like true superstars in Hollywood. Like when you think of stars, he is a star, and he's like a leading man in every sense of the word. And he proves it in this by playing two different leading men and doing it well. But he is like one of the guys. Like when you think of like the Brad Pitts of this era, the Tom Cruises, Michael B. Jordan is right up there with that. And he's great in this. And he's fantastic. And you can tell that the director, that's his boy. And they've collaborated on a bunch of shit. That all of their shit has been like some of the best stuff in his filmography. And this kind of like stacks up there with it. Now, for me, I'm not a huge vampire fan, so it's hard for me. I know you and your Twilight. And
I'm a huge, not Twilight. I got rid of Twilight. I love Twilight, okay, but I grew up and realized that real vampires should not sparkle. They should burn, okay? And that's a quote from Vampire Diaries, which I watch more because Kevin Williamson wrote that fucking show, so you all know I'm gonna watch it.
You like vampires.
I like vampires, and I love Kevin Williamson. So Kevin Williamson show, vampires, boom.
See, as a kid, you got the vampire bug, I got the zombie bug, and we never really crossed paths.
Yeah, we never really like cross paths with each other on that one. Like he sees a wonderful zombie movie, he normally keeps his mouth shut. I see a wonderful zombie movie, I'm normally like, hey, did you watch this? Because if you didn't, it's zombies.
You'll make me watch The Good Vampires, and I'll be like, you got to watch Dawn of the Dead for the 97th time. But for not liking vampire movies that much, I think this was done spectacularly. I thought the Irish dude that was like the main villain or whatever the hell he was, Remrick was great. And I thought he was like insane. And like you said about Sammy, the kid with the guitar.
Boy.
Yeah, he was amazing. And he was kind of like the heart of the movie without even having to say that much.
With that dark, deep voice, too. And it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and you really felt for him. And you thought he was going to die a couple of times. And a lot of the side characters I love, like the old man in the group that like slit his wrists at the end, which, by the way, spoiler alert, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're talking about Slim.
Yeah. And I loved him. He was fantastic. And he was talking shit the whole time.
Another tidbit. He actually got improv in the movie.
Yeah.
When they're driving down the street and he starts slapping his leg and they start playing a song real quick, that was improv. They didn't know. Michael B. Jordan and the kid that played Preacher Boy, they didn't know that was going to happen. Slim just forgot his line, so he decided to start going, because like he didn't know what to do because he forgot his line. So he figured they would cut it, but everybody just started going, and Michael B. Jordan's like, you got the guitar, kid? Come on. And it just meshed so well. And then the director's like, we're keeping that.
That's fantastic.
And honestly, before I watched all that stuff today, I would have thought that it was in the movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that they had to go back.
Me neither.
Or that it was improv. Honestly, I thought it was supposed to be written in there, but no, it was improv. That's how good it was.
Absolutely.
It was like the equivalent of like, you hit me with the phone, you dick.
Yeah, I agree. And it was good. I mean, because improv's the best is when it's so good that the director's like, fuck it, just leave it in there. It's so good.
Yeah, apparently he was just like,
improv can go, improv, especially as a comedy fan, improv can go bad really fucking quick. You can tell when a guy's riffing a whole movie and you're like, oh, this isn't the script at all. I don't even know what this guy's doing.
He obviously did not read the script when coming into work today.
But it can also be beautiful and like really add to the movie. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what that scene did. So, yes, he was a great character. Michael B. Jordan was great. I think Steinfeld was amazing. And everybody played their role great. But the whole plot of them like just wanting to like kind of be free for the night. And kind of like have their own space to just hang out and not give a fuck and not have to do.
Well, they wanted their own speakeasy, basically, because speakeasy was a very promotedly white thing. Because you guys got to remember, this was based in 1932.
Yeah,
it was October 16th, 1932. Hold on to that because you're going to need it for later. But it was a very different time.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Chinese were ostracized back then. I mean, they were white enough that they were allowed to be in white neighborhoods, but they were also ostracized enough that they were allowed to hang out with the blacks.
Yeah, if you weren't white, you were ostracized back
So, I mean, they actually captured that on film with one of the people that Stack and Smoke knew were this Chinese couple, and that's why, like, you see that one of them's at one store on the white side of town, and then one of them's on the black side of town in another store.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a minute, why? And I figured out that it's because they respected them enough because they looked white, but the blacks also loved them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an even keel on what they did.
Yeah. And even though that lady, I do have a couple things to say to her because she does end up fucking everybody.
Yeah, I know. Don't even get me started. I mean, I understand your kid was threatened. I get it.
I don't give
Life
a
of
shit.
a kid.
Yeah.
I get it. I really do. Even when Final Destination 6, when you got the two dumbasses walking to the damn hospital and they're like, I don't want to kill anybody. And they hear a bunch of babies go off and they're like,
yeah.
And then the guy tells his brother, he's like, do not touch those babies. It's like,
she said it fast too, like how you say motherfucker. She's like, come on in, motherfucker. The way she said it, I was like, oh my God. And then everybody's face, I'm like, well, good job, bitch. And that's the one thing you can't let you cannot, if they go to your door, you have to invite them in. They cannot come into your home.
Nope.
Or they couldn't come into
the person that owns the building has to invite them in formally so they can cross the threshold. But then once they're invited in once, they can continue to keep coming back. But only one of them, not all of the vampires. So she fucked up when she said, come in, all of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
She fucked up because she just let all of them come in. If she would have just been like, you know what, Mary, get your fucking ass in here. Let's go.
Yeah, she's like, come on in, Red Brick, and only you son of a bitch.
But no, she didn't specify. She just said, come in, all you motherfuckers.
they did.
Do not do that with vampires.
They listened to her. They did.
Yeah.
And then they fucked everybody. But she had a badass scene where she killed the one dude and she's fucking goes up into flames with him. And that was cool as hell.
It was cool.
She looked badass.
She did look badass. But still, don't do that. That's the equivalent of saying, I'll be right back.
But that's my thing with this movie is I'm not going to lie. The first half drug. It was a little bit of a drag. It was a little slow
It
for me.
took too long to get where it was trying to go.
There was a little too much setup. And the last hour is fantastic. It's some of the best horror movie shit I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And it's some of the best vampire shit I've ever seen.
It's some of the best stuff I've seen in years.
It's really fucking good. But it does feel a little boggled down by all that setup in the beginning. And it doesn't, because I love setup when you get me into it. But it wasn't really getting me into it. I started to doze. I had to go back. Like, when you get into that territory, especially when I wake up ready to watch a movie, it's not like I worked all day. Like, I was excited to watch it. And when you get me like that, I'm starting to like I got to sit up in a chair to watch it and shit. Yeah, it's starting to get a little slow. And not that you have to have action. If it's really good story, you can get me in.
And that's how I thought, though. I felt like it was an amazing story.
It was
the
good.
Entire time. I mean, I do feel like maybe it could have been a little shorter, but I did like that hour of buildup because they worked on the buildup. It wasn't just kill.
You're right.
If you saw my last video that I did, it was on Screamboat, and I gave them a 5 because all it was for the first hour was kill.
Yes.
And then you finally gave us some meat and potatoes to go with that gravy. Like, I want the whole meal.
Yeah.
I want it, like, right away, all together. I don't want some cold-ass gravy later.
Yeah.
I want you to give me the whole thing.
I thought there was a lot of cold gravy in the first hour.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I thought the second hour was fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was like a cool set piece after cool set piece, cool story beat after cool story beat. That one guy that's in every movie that I love trying to get in the house with the big straw hat and shit. And then them like, no, motherfucker, you came in here all day and now you need to be invited in. We know something's up.
Cornbread.
Yeah, cornbread.
Cornbread.
And he just wanted to get in the fucking house. And that's when they're like, nah, something ain't right. And like when you get from that scene on is just gold.
Yeah.
And like them dancing on the outside, it's like, come on, we're coming in, bitch. Like, we're going to get you. And it's like, I love all those little, I don't want to give away too much of the movie because it's so new. And I think we'll probably refrain from giving the ending away, but it's a damn good ending. It's a damn good ending.
It's a damn good
ending.
And
Michael B. Jordan plays it perfectly.
Yeah. And I mean, this is already up for a couple of Oscars.
Makes sense.
As far as like special effects go, makeup go, cinematography, all those people are up for awards.
Well, and that's my thing. Movie critics, I don't know if they're saying it enough, and like movie analytic people, the people that really follow the charts and do updates on that. I don't know if they're really talking about how much horror fucking killed it this year.
They really did.
Horror was like one of probably the biggest genres. I mean, with this and Weapons and a lot of the other theatrical releases.
I didn't see Weapons.
I know, but everybody else, a lot of people did. And even like Until Dawn did numbers and like shit like that. Like, and that movie fucking sucked. But
yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of, when
it.
she told me it was really bad, I just decided to be like, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to watch the YouTube playback version real quick.
But whether you like the movie or not, you know, horror is making money in the theaters, and that's a big deal, and that's a good thing.
Sony had a lot going on this year.
Yes, so Sony as well, but like, and thank God they're finally getting rid of their stupid superhero shit, because their shit sucks. Quit giving us Morbius.
They're finally getting their shit together, though.
Yeah. But like this and Weapons and a lot of other like theatrical horror, like horror made a lot of money in the box office this year, and that's a big deal. And so hopefully it keeps up, and hopefully people keep going to the movies.
Yeah, I mean, and we're supposed to be getting another huge remake that you're going to want to see the hell out of. It comes on Christmas, and that is the remake of The Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
And that's something I personally will actually go out and watch.
I think it'll be fantastic.
Because I think it's going to be amazing if they do it the way that they need to do it.
Yes.
And the fact that they decided to put it out on Christmas Day, that's a move. That's a big move.
Yeah.
I mean, Exorcist did it, and they didn't get that much profit.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Sinners.
You want to talk about your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene in the movie would have to be when Preacher Boy starts playing for the first time in the club or in the juke or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And you see all of these different things from the past and from the future of music cultures just coming together of all different types. Like they had some hip hop, they had an African dancer, they had a Native American dancer, they had a twerking group, break dancer. So they really did blend all cultures together. And the really cool thing about that scene was it was kind of like he was lowering down like the veil between the living and the dead.
Yeah.
Which I believe Annie did say that in her voiceover, that's basically what he did.
Yeah.
But I felt that they really showed that off cinematography.
Yeah.
I feel like it just looked very beautiful. I really, really loved it. The way that he had the smokiness on the edges. Sorry, the smokiness on the edges of the screen and whatnot. That was all intentional. Yeah. That's why he shot with 2 different cameras. And honestly, it's really hard to shoot with a panoramic camera. It's really loud. A lot of people refuse to do it because it's so loud that normally you have to go back and voice dub stuff.
Yes.
But I don't know what the hell they did, but they did it right.
Yeah, they
that scene was just, to me, just artistry.
Visually fantastic.
Exactly. What was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene, and like I said, I won't give away too much of the ending, but this is close to the ending. And all I'll say is Michael B. Jordan goes Rambo on a bunch of Klansmen. And it's one of the coolest. And it almost feels like a different movie. It's like we're kind of in the different thing now. Like he's just got a gun, and it's not really about vampires anymore. He's just shooting down all these old racist assholes. But I thought it was cool as fuck the way it was done. Yeah. And just the way he's built to be an action star. Like that dude is just fucking like, that is Jason Statham. That is Die Hard.
How they warned him. They were like, they warned the realtor man about the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah. And the realtor guy's like, oh, the Klan don't exist no more. Bullshit.
Well, he's running it. Yeah, he did. Of course he wasn't going to tell him that. He's the fucking lead of it. He's like, yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. Let me just put my fucking hood in the cabinet so you don't see it. You know, he was fucking a part of it. And he got fucked up, and he got like 30 shots in his body. And
Michael B. Jordan held no fucks at that point. His brother was gone. Annie was gone. And Annie, sorry. Yeah, Annie was gone.
And I love how he's like having this hallucination. Like he's kind of dying, and he sees this little kid, and he's like about to reach. And then the guy's like, hey, we can work something out. He's like, oh, by the way, let me get my Gatling gun and shoot you 50 more times. And I just thought it was fantastic. I thought it was done perfectly, and it was a good way to end for his character. And then the end scene, the post credit scene, which if you're not a Marvel movie, a post credit scene usually doesn't really exist for you in movies.
Not since 2015.
No. But this one is fantastic, and it basically wraps the whole movie up in a great bow.
And just like Daniel even said, his favorite horror movie, Dawn of the Dead or whatever, his favorite zombie movie.
That's got a great.
That has an amazing credit scene too. Some of the times you do want to stay just a little bit, to make sure that you're not going to miss anything.
Well, especially for those two cases in particular, you miss like a lot of them.
Terrifier did it too.
Terrifier, yeah, but these two in particular, Dawn of the Dead and this one, if you leave when the credits hit, you kind of miss the crux of the movie. There's like a big, they're both big reveal. The Dawn of the Dead's a huge reveal. It's like, hey, everybody that you fucking just followed and loved is dead now, ha. And then this one, it's like, hey, there's a whole other backstory. They've been looking for Sammy and shit, but they respected him, and the fact that night before they all got turned into vampires was still the most special night to Stax, even though he's a vampire now. Like, that was sweet. And Stax even proved that he was still a sweet guy, even though he was a vampire. Mm-hmm. And Haley Steinfeld looked great chewing on a sucker. I'm sorry, Josh Allen, but she did a great job, man. She was fantastic.
I'm not a woman fan, but I will say she can chew on a sucker. She did a good job.
but yeah, she's fantastic in this movie, and she looked great, and she did great. But overall, I'm gonna give this movie 8.5 vampires out of 10.
8.5 coffins.
8.5 coffins.
I was gonna do 8.2 coffins.
Okay.
But just because I feel like they tried to get the 5, but if it wouldn't have been so much backstory, I would have been able to give them an 8.5.
I agree.
But with you showing the last scene at the beginning of the movie and then having to dial all that back and whatnot, that's hard for a horror movie anyway. Yeah. So I'll give them credit where credit's due, because that's really hard to pull off with a horror movie. Yeah. But still, like you said, you fell asleep.
Yeah. I fell asleep and I had to go back. But it was still a good story when I went back, and it was still good. But the third act is the best act in the movie, and the first and second act just drag, and that's the way it is. Mm-hmm. But that third act is so damn good, it put me up to an 8.5. You want to know what we're doing next week?
I already know what we're doing next week.
Tell the people.
Bam! Remember how I said to y'all that I wanted you to remember that I know what you did last summer was coming to Netflix. That's because this one is like, yeah, I want to do it right away. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it next weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming on Thursday. We're gonna review it next weekend. The return of Jennifer Love Hewitt and
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, fuck him. The return of J Love. And I'm excited to see.
He's so excited for this because he wants to see how big her titties got.
She's so beautiful, and she vajazzles. So she admits to it. She talked about it on a late night show one time. So I should be able to bring it up.
Oh yeah, didn't she? Wasn't she on Howard Stern?
No, she an actual like late night, like a Kimmel or a Fallon.
She talked about vajazzling.
Yeah, because she wrote about it in her book.
Oh,
and there's pictures of it. I think there's pictures of it. I don't have it as my screensaver, but I think there's pictures of it. Yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt for Jazzles. And I think that's a great note to go on. So we'll see everybody next week. Give them old hooty hoo, man.
Hooty.
Goodbye.
You fucking kill me.